every flashback, let's make sure it doesn't happen again. And then magically, for no reason whatsoever, just because it happened in the episode yet.
Oh, and even better is the proceeding is like, you know what? I can't remember how we got all those reasons the last time.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yes. And then, magically, Jay and Silent Bob dropped down from the sky, seemingly.
Yeah.
But Jay just saw a metal door and opened it, and they came in, apparently.
Wait, how'd you get in here? That little metal thing with the knob? That's a door. Don't let it shut.
So, okay, let's try to speed it up a little bit. So Randal accuses them of using all their air, while the two of them are literally digging over the top breaths of air. It makes no sense, but makes me laugh. Stupid gag. Oh, where are we? So another customer comes in and they scare the living shit out of them with ice sculptures because it looks like they're frozen solid, but really it's Silent Bob making ice sculptures, which, sure, why not? Let's go with it. Sure.
It's amazing what you can do with ice.
Sure. They're soda monsters. That's actually, I wrote that in my notes. So this is where the weird shit starts. So Randal tries to says, I'm going to flash back to when we first got locked in here. I'll tell you the story how we got locked in here. And for some reason, he's dressed like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I'm going to restock the shelves, and then I'm off to get my Nobel Peace Prize. As for you, Dante, don't let that door shut.
And what did Dante dressed in?
He's got a dunce cap on, he's wearing a diaper, and he's swinging a cat around by the tail. And the door shuts when he lets go of the cat and it hits the door. I'm the biggest idiot ever.
So,
boy, this man projects more than Donald Trump.
Okay, we continue on. We'll stop that there. Continue on. So Jay and Bob are talking, and then the sidewalk flashback comes up again for no reason, and then we continue on. 6 hours have gone by. And I'll summarize. We started talking about Caitlin Bree. We finally talked about Caitlin.
Oh, even before that, we hear, one time Silent Bob and I were standing by this metal thing with a knob.
Oh, yeah, they walked in.
Yeah.
That happened too. So 6 hours are in here. They're talking about Caitlin. I'm just going to summarize this because I wrote it down. So apparently, we jumped in, obviously, when they were in their early 20s in the movie. Yeah. So apparently before that, they were studying through most of high school. He lost his virginity. And what we learned is that Randal videotaped him losing his virginity in the backseat of the car.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know you lost your virginity to her. I was there.
What the fuck? We do see 4 different times in cartoon form, 4 different times that she cheated on Dante. Fine. With the painter, apparently. And I like the fact that they showed literally the exact same animation for every flashback.
So then when they were painting her house at Dante's dad's birthday party and at the painter's birthday party. Why that last one never aroused any suspicion, we'll never know.
Well, like I said, I wrote here was like I wrote down here was that it was 4 times cheating. He was like, he only cheated on me once, and they showed him 3 times in a row at 3 completely different locations. The same person.
Well, maybe he just said, well, she cheated on me once, cheated on me with the same person.
Well, apparently that doesn't count. Yeah. Let's see here. So then Jay goes and says, this just cracked me up. Yeah. Then Jay says we were being chased down by the cops. I really thought they were going to finally make a reference to their drug dealing, and they did not.
Nope, they're stealing a couch.
They're stealing a couch. What the fuck is stealing a couch?
Well, hey, it went well with the drapes.
Sure. That joke, very nice. They're stealing a couch, and they stop, and they catch Caitlin having a threesome with 2 painters. Because, why not?
Caitlin apparently has a painter fetish.
Apparently. So we find out next that Randal, this is fucked up. Randal ordered a mail order bride and ended up with a mail order husband.
Because he filled out the form wrong.
How do you fill out the form wrong? I don't understand that.
Should there be that little box that says male, female?
Or interest, male or female. I mean, it's not really difficult.
What, did he sneeze and accidentally check the wrong box or something?
So I wrote down the notes of stuff that we saw him doing.
Yeah.
Randal was cleaning up after him, being his safe,
basically being the textbook obedient wife.
Right. He dressed in drag, which was disturbing.
Yeah.
And he also got eaten off of at one point.
Yeah. Please note, not eaten out, eaten off of.
Off of his chest. There you go. Eaten off of his chest. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying
It's kind of a toss-up as to which one was more disturbing.
I agree. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
So we find out that his mail order husband got transferred back to Japan, and he was very sad about this. And he did the old school spotlight.
Yeah.
Piano
Goodbye, Toshiro, wherever you are.
What the fuck? So, we continue on. And this is a random one. That Dante says they're lucky at life, but not lucky at cards. And they cut to Atlantic City, and they're very lucky at cards.
Yeah.
Because why not? Okay.
Oh, why did I bet the company payroll? Gil's in a lot of trouble now.
Okay, the next thing they do, they almost become priests, and then they end up married.
We're still trying to figure out how they got from point A to point B on that.
But I like the fact that that Randal realizes he married two guys in 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question.
Take the vows of obedience, poverty, and chastity. We do. I'm sorry, I just wanted to do that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I can see Randal and Dante doing like an annulment right away when they realize their mistake.
Yeah.
Did he ever get divorced from the mail order husband?
Well, considering how fondly he thinks
I just thought about that. Yeah, I didn't write
considering
that
how
down.
fondly he thinks of him, I don't think they did.
So, Jay and Bob want to get out of there, and Bob just pulls a crowbar out.
Oh, and even better is
What the fuck?
And even better is the line leading up to that. Come on, Bob. Come on, Silent Bob. Let's get out of here before he makes you his next husband.
But then he pulls out a crowbar. Why didn't you see the fucking crowbar 6 hours ago?
Because it wasn't funny enough. Maybe it's like the tunes in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They can't do stuff like that unless it's funny.
True. Very true. Pulls out the crowbar, pops open the door, and they're free. They're free.
And then you see Bob
Jay and Bob just taking stuff and go, not free, we're free. And they take off. They take off. All right, so now it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It's 3 a.m. Now, wait a second.
What?
Logic here. They got locked in at noon.
Yeah.
It's now 3 a.m. That's more than 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's a little more than 6 hours. But whatever.
Well,
Let's go with
it's
it.
3 a.m. The feeling's gone. I'm somewhere waiting. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Explain this one. I didn't write this on my notes because things were going on way too fast.
Yeah.
They go back to the video store, and this lady's in front.
Yeah.
What happened here? I didn't write it in my notes.
It's 3 a.m. My baby has been home alone since this morning. Where have you been?
Then he locks. Then he goes in and slams the door in her face because they've been supposed to close at 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the key breaks in the door. Fine, it happens.
Yeah.
That happens. I can go with that. Fine. But now we're really entering into like sitcom territory of ridiculousness.
Although even better is they're pounding on the door. Hello, anyone? Lady with the dead baby.
Wow. So,
although let's be quite honest, if you're waiting there all day, you really have nobody to blame but yourself at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So, 3 a.m. Okay, they're trapped in the video store now. The key broke, and then Randal goes to turn up the air conditioning because it's too hot, and he breaks the AC because we can't have any more sitcom tropes that we haven't already done in this episode. We'll just keep going. We just keep going. So then,
and even better is the Jingle Bells playing in the background.
So that happens. It's snowing in there. Apparently, that's a trope.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just doing tropes now at this point.
So hey, are they going to build a snowman?
So we flash. Okay, I like this gag because obviously it came after a commercial break.
Yeah.
That they flash back to Bob with the crowbar in the freezer. Okay.
Oh,
I like that because it's funny because that's for a commercial break.
And even better is Dante in the flashback going, even though I remembered who had the crowbar, I'm still the biggest idiot ever.
With the dunce cap and the diaper on. Again.
And swinging the cat.
Because why not?
Yeah.
All right, so Randal asked if he wants to watch the latest Spielberg movie. Flintstones List.
It combines his nose for commercial properties with his integrity as a chronicler of the Holocaust.
Flintstones List.
Yes.
So they flash back to them watching Flintstones List.
And on the original airing, they did not show the actual film there. They just cut away after the...
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. How about short with this episode? They cut that. This is a very short episode as it is. So they cut to the footage of Flintstones List in a flashback, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
And then...
Which is pretty much Jews getting loaded onto cattle cars by Flintstone Nazis. And for added black comedy, they have to power their own death train themselves.
Of course they do. So we continue on. And, okay.
I think I'm going to hell for laughing at that.
Now they're going to talk about the celebrities that they ran into. So I have some down. There were so many going on at once. I didn't feel like pausing it. So I wrote down Jerry Seinfeld, Gwyneth Paltrow, Matt Damon, Ted Danson. Who else was in there?
I was going to say, I believe they had Scorsese and Katharine Hepburn.
Of course.
And even better is Jerry Seinfeld is voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
As we saw it in the credits when we were ending the episode.
Which, let's be honest, you would not think that at first viewing because, well, we all know what Gilbert Gottfried's voice sounds like.
It's true. It was a nice surprise. It was actually a nice surprise.
Any better, Gwyneth Paltrow as herself.
There you go.
And, of course, they have a nice little reference to Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Blue Sea. He's seen coming in. We're closed. Get the hell out. Shark comes in and eats him.
Of course. So then we traveled a lot. And we go to London, England, and they spent 2 weeks in an English convenience store.
That's not really a vacation. That's just more.
It's a work vacation. Yeah. Work vacation. There you go. Go with it.
Yeah.
Go with it.
And even better is that the set for the English convenience store is the exact same as the New Jersey convenience store. Only there's like a big canopy over it.
Of course there is, because the guy comes in asking for a pack of fags, which is a cigarette. A fag. Which is cigarettes. I'm just clarifying for people who don't know that cigarettes in overseas.
Pack of fags? You're a fag. It's a cigarette, mate. I'm not your mate fag.
So that happens. And then we cut back to them explaining that joke. For some reason, they had to explain the joke, which is not what happened.
Well, that's probably for the censors and that.
So they explained
and also to get all of the whiny people to...
True. They explained the joke, and then we continue on, and they went to India.
Yeah.
Which is hysterical. I love this gag because they go to India, and they complain that there's always Americans at the convenience stores in India. Yeah. That cracked me up.
How come you convenience store guys are always American? Speak Hindu.
That cracked me up. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Now, I need you. Maybe you get the joke here. I don't get the joke. Yeah. What with the burn ward joke? I missed something here. What is the joke here?
I think it was just something random.
Okay, maybe I missed the joke, or maybe you had it there. So they were in a burn ward, and then they walk into other burn ward, because why not? Okay.
I mean, they haven't been horrified enough.
Well, then, if we find out they had an apartment together, and they split it in half. Another TV trope. Another trope. And then, showing the dated material of this show, we do a real-world joke.
Oh, what's even better is we left out the actual punchline for that apartment gag. Door opens. Hey, stupids! I live here too. Oh, right, yeah. Sorry.
Well, that happens, and then we cut to the fact that they got kicked out of the beach house on the real world. They did a real world joke. What the fuck?
And let's be quite honest. You actually have to work to get kicked out of the real world.
So Randal, for some reason, is dressed like a cowboy. I missed something there.
Apparently, we missed his audition for My Own Private Idaho.
Well, he's dressed like a cowboy, and apparently, according to Dante, which I love the joke of him talking like he's on the real world with the camera angle above him, just like they used to do on that show. And
he just kept referring to himself in the third person.
Exactly. So then the next thing we do, apparently, we just start.
Randal doesn't need this. Randal will start his own real world.
So then we show him in watching Dante. Oh, you were joking about the seagulls being in the store, and he's on the video camera with the real world behind him. Yeah. And then they show Dante spilling coffee on himself.
Oh, no. You see a stick get pushed in to knock the coffee over. So, of course, Randal injures his best friend for the sake of doing a TV show.
Oh, sake of the joke. Sake of the joke. All right. Dante didn't. Where am I? Oh yeah. Then I'm just gonna say this. They just started doing Happy Days references just because. They had really no reason for this. They just really were filling time, and they started doing Happy Days references.
Oh, of course, he also referenced the jumping the shark incident. So
yes, they did.
So
hey.
Oh, and he better's in the jumping the shark thing. When Fonzie does a little hey, you see Samuel Jackson once again get dragged off by the shark.
So, for some reason, Samuel Jackson's in a Happy Days bit. Why not? So, we move on.
Why not? It's the least strange thing to happen in this entire 22 minutes.
22 minutes? It wasn't even 22 minutes. 20 minutes. They were telling the story, apparently, to their friends after a hockey game.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then, okay, so, the door locks. They can hop the damn fence. They can hop the damn fence.
Hey, you gonna do that after a rough game of hockey?
I have hopped fence after school because it was locked just so I can get through places. I've done that.
I was just playing devil's advocate there.
So they don't have
presumably they played more than 5 minutes this time.
True. So they store the door open, so they walk into another burn ward.
Which is somehow adjacent to the park. We don't know why.
I have no idea why.